Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Golden Week has officially ended. And I feel like I do want to talk about the state of the Golden Week celebration this year. Now, one thing you guys gotta understand, as a YouTuber, you just end up repeating yourself. There's not really too much you can do about that, right? Even it's like, I do like a stream, all right, we're waiting for the details, and every 5 minutes someone comes in and says, like, oh, what time are the details at, even though I just said it, right? Like, it's just how it goes. You just gotta repeat yourself, talk about a lot of the same things. Now, I am, like, 99.9% positive that this Golden Week celebration is a bit of a mishmash and stuff that was kind of shuffled around in Dokkan's schedule. I don't know exactly where Gohan and Goku and Cell and then the LR Goku and Gohan originally were going to release, but I do not think it was Golden Week. I think originally this stuff was going to probably be the movie. I don't even know if it for sure would have been on Global and JP at the same time, but I am certain JP would have done the movie stuff for Golden Week, right? And if you look at, sort of the environment of both Global Dokkan, JP Dokkan, well, I said both, but then also Dragon Ball Legends, right, in which Legends, both Global and JP versions are, in sync. It's pretty clear to me that these games have felt the effects of their schedule being shuffled by the movie delay, right, which is out of their hands. I think if you examine sort of the pattern of the last couple months, that's pretty clear. Especially, I would say more than ever, at this exact moment where Legends' first part of the anniversary is very dead. And then on Dokkan, I think that the Resurrection F Blues animations are uncharacteristically, like, really kind of mid, I think. They just are not up to Dokkan's, like, standard. I think it's because they didn't have time to polish it because they had to shuffle stuff around. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at this year's Golden Week celebration, and then we're going to compare it to last year's Golden Week celebration. Last year, which I think is far superior, honestly, if we take a look at it. So this year, let's see. Oh, they've got the Part 2 stuff at the top right here. Okay. So we had the Part 2 LR. We had Physical Easy A Cell, which is awesome, right? And his banner is nice, and his banner was really good, too. 3 featured units, and this Cell is, I don't know how high in best units in the game I would say this Cell is, but he's probably top 50, right? Top 50 units in the game? I would assume so. He's in that range. This still kind of was up. We had Chain Battle. Oh boy. We actually had 2 Chain Battles as part of this Golden Week celebration. I'm not really too sure how much I like this, but I do that they've kind of taken what used to be, like 1 or 2 celebrations per year would have like 10 new Super Battle Road stages. Now it's kind of just like all these celebrations are getting a Super Battle Road stage. But I mean, we got 3 stages added during the course of the celebration, which was good. By the way, we're comparing the JP versions for this too. So we had this, we had the missions and stuff like that, whatever. We had the Dual Dokkan Fest. I mean, that's definitely just comparable to last year, right? Dual Dokkan Festivals. The 2 new Dokkan events. So we had a blue stone, but no red stone. There's only a blue stone right here. These blue stone characters, a lot of them really not that impressive. I mean, that's the thing you have to buy anyway, right? Elder Kai banner. We did have an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. Again, we went over how many new stages were added during the celebration. There also was a couple Extreme Super Battle Road stages which were added. This is a new thing this year. It'll be interesting to see how often in celebrations they do this, right? To where they kind of like make it to where you can get new titles. I'm curious, does the wiki have the titles like listed in here? And like missions or something like that? Let me see. No, it doesn't. But there's titles for beating it, fast with no items and stuff like that. I do think titles are fine in terms of content if they did something. Like, I feel like if you're, a player, you log in, looking at the new celebration details and you see new titles added, but the titles actually do something, right? Like, I think the best thing Dokkan could do is have titles increase characters' powers. So, like, collection of epic battles, right? Or these titles. So maybe like, legendary existence characters, which is what, that Super Saiyan Goku, one of the stages in here is from. Like, what if that title gave legendary existence characters like 50 attack, right? So like every legendary existence character in your box got stronger from that title. I feel like that would be a great system. And then that would be an easy way for Dokkan to then just do content. I also think that would be good to help sort of contest with Dokkan power creep too, right? So we know that the 7th anniversary dropped, characters just started being a lot better, and the content was much more difficult. But this would give a way to buff, some lower level characters and potentially get them a little bit better, right? So it's like Dokkan could drop insanely, obscenely difficult content, and then they could start doing like these title missions, and you could like start powering some of your older characters up, right? I think that would be a really good way to handle it. Right now, you just get the title; it doesn't do anything. But if titles did something, that'd be so sick. The second chain battle. This is nothing new, just old stuff. All Dokkan events and all EZAs up. I always adore this. Honestly, we're at the point where I think all Dokkan events and EZAs should be up 24/7, though. I don't really think anyone would argue against that, right? So we had a new battlefield, but there was no new LR in here. Because what they're doing now is they're just EZAing a lot of these battlefield LRs, but I think that's a step down from last year's celebration, which we're going to take a look at. I've got it pulled up, but no new LR. Like, come on. I don't know why they didn't do that. Maybe it's related to the movie stuff though. Very possible. So this is just a little data character, which is nothing. Like, this is nothing, right? Ultimate Gohan got his EZA, which is awesome. I wish he was a little bit better, but I mean, he's still a solid character. He had, of course, a banner. He was weak to Buu Saga. There was a new Dragon Ball story event, which is cool, right? I do enjoy these for sure. This Super Strike EZA right here, and then Patan. So that's it. That's basically the entire celebration. Although we can sort of, I think, take into account the Goku, Gohan, and Goten Day stuff as well. So let's see what else we got here. Login bonus missions. These right here, they do this every year. This is good, right? Just getting free characters. A couple new characters got EZAs from this. There's a couple of more title missions. These were fun titles, though. These were for the Legendary Goku event and the GT Legendary Goku event. These were just the free-to-play characters that you would be EZAing. I enjoy this. This is a daily event to get stamina items. I think that's good. And then this got us some equips for Goku, Gohan, and Goten units, right? Definitely solid for sure. Okay, so that basically is the entirety of the Golden Week celebration right there. Honestly, not that much. Especially if we compare it to last year. You guys will see the big point I'm going to make here. So let's go and take a look at last year's stuff. And we got a bunch of stuff because there's a lot more that happened last year, right? So here we have the Golden Week campaign. So missions, login, stuff like that, same. Even more kind of like special missions. Okay, not a big deal though. Dual Dokkan Fest the same. 2 new Dokkan events the same. Blue Stone is the same. Okay, no Redstone last year. Okay. So pretty much again just the same so far. Elder Kai banner. So we had 2 support memories added to existing story events. But I think that the BoJack Dragon Ball story is better than just, 2 old support memories added to old story events for sure. This came back as part of the BPAN challenge campaign, which we'll get to in a second. This legendary challenge campaign, this extreme challenge campaign, like there's whole things in here related to this. Like, that's where we start getting to where there was way more to do. I think way more characters to grind last year compared to this year. Again, we're going to deep dive. Well, I guess we could look at them now. Okay. So we have this right here. This is one of these legendary campaigns to build the character up, but just it's a lot of resources, man. You're able to get like a whole bunch of extra rewards and stuff like that. You essentially get, a lot of free stones, a lot of free Kais, and you're able to rainbow the character for free just by having them done and rainbowed and stuff like that, right? Like, these are awesome, and they haven't done one of these since this, right? I don't think so. They've released one Prime Battle LR since the Gohan, right? Gohan was the last Prime Battle LR. But see, like, that's kind of a bummer. Like, it is. I think it's a bummer that we didn't get one of these. Like, I think the STR Kid Gohan easily could have had one of these challenge campaigns for this Golden Week, right? No way. No reason they couldn't have. So we have that. Then we have the BPAN Extreme Challenge event. B-Pan, I think, is a fairly competent free-to-play LR. I still think you could get some usage out of her in, like, the red zone, B-Pan. I could probably do a video taking B-Pan into some of these red zone stages. Which stage would I take her in? Janemba? I feel like the Janemba stage, potentially, is a good stage for B-Pan to be effective in. Janemba, potentially the Shadow Dragons as well, she could be effective in. And maybe Cooler. Those are kind of the stages, I think. Janemba, Cooler, and the Shadow Dragons are stages I think B-Pan can be very helpful in. So we have these are just old story events returning, not really anything too crazy there. Same things, old stuff returning. A new Infinite Dragon Ball History stage, which matches this year. All EZAs and all Dokkan events up. Again, please, God, just make it permanent. Just, there's no reason not to. Just make it permanent at all times. Patan, just like last year. Now, see, this is where, again, we really, I think, start to fall off. This, right, introduced an LR. Actually, why don't I pull up the timeline of events? How about we do that? And then we go to 6th anniversary, and then we go to May 2021. This guy right here came out, right? I think this is a huge step up. This character is actually pretty solid right now, I think. It's just, you need to use him with other Shadow Dragons, right? We just need like an Omega Shenron who's within some, the top 10 of the game or something like that. And this unit, Texan Shenron, Physical Omega Shenron, all these characters could be fairly interesting. But this unit is not bad, right? Like I don't know that this is a red zone character per se, just because you don't really have a setup to use him on. But could he be? Yeah. I potentially think this guy could help maybe in like the Bojack fight, which is one of the toughest red zone stages. I think this guy could be helpful in there. Lowers, I think, let me just quickly double check this. I think that you can't lower Bojack's minions' attack and defense or stun them, but you can seal them, correct? Let me just quickly double check that. You can lower their attack. Okay. So the LR Shadow Dragon could help sort of like slow them down a little bit with the attack debuffing that we do there. Okay. Not bad. Let's see what else we got here. The Super Saiyan 4 EZA would awesome. Really, really awesome EZA. I guess that matches sort of this year because we had two characters, Ultimate Gohan and then Perfect Cell, the LR physical cell. Let's see what else we got here. So we have, these are just the banners for them. They're weak to artificial life form. Only one chain battle last year, whereas we had two this year. There's, of course, the legendary banner. Same thing. Okay. Sub-EZA. It was Physical Sin Shenron. Who, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I think for a while he was not as bad as a lot of people said either. But, this is the thing. There was no like sub-EZA like that for this celebration, right? They didn't like I don't know, AGL Super Vegeta or something like that potentially could have gotten his EZA and he didn't. Okay. So then these are just up, for just because of the the EZA for Sin, and then of course the LR for Super 17. So we have that, right? Honestly, I feel like this is already better, right? Because you've got like these like challenge campaigns to do and stuff like that. Definitely not the most content ever, right? There's no Super Battle Road stages, which this year had. But it's like once you then bring in the Goku Day stuff as well. I didn't really go over the B-Pan stuff, did I? So, yeah, a lot of these EZAs were coming out around the time, right? To EZA all these characters, and then you could EZA B-Pan, right? So you had the new EZA area, and then, of course, this EZA to EZA all 6 of these characters, right? So we had that. But, again, this is where I think last year's really knocks this away. So we had missions, whatever, the Book of War, same thing as usual. This was pretty much the same thing we had this year. This event dropped last year. This was very exciting, right? Like, it's like, was this... I feel like I probably would have argued the God event is tougher than this event right here. But, like, this was a lot of, like resources and, like, supplies and rewards you get from this, right? Like, all these tickets and stones and stuff like that. It went up to here on release, right? These were on release? I think they were. They were on release. And then these ones are added during the 7th anniversary right here. So Global is still going to get these for the 7th anniversary. But like this year, we had nothing like this. This is a big deal. Dropping one of these, I really think it is. This is new content, right? And not just, beat the mission, like, beat the event, but you had missions to try out different teams, which always is often fun. Now, they picked some real shitty ones, like Crota Body of Mine, sure, right? But, you guys get what I'm saying there. Then, of course, we had the ticket banner for that. So, like, this, to me, this is what pushes last year's up. I think last year's Golden Week was actually a very good celebration, especially compared to a lot of the celebrations we were having around then. I think one thing that hurts this year's Golden Week is especially, like, we already had the best celebration in Dokkan history now, which is the 7th anniversary celebration, right? And this just feels very bare bones in comparison. A lot of days of just not really too much going on. Whereas like last year, right, players would have been working towards getting these, GT Legendary Goku event missions. This year, there was nothing like that. So I think last year's celebration was far better when you include this, because I think it does matter. Like this whole celebration, like both of them, we brought the Goku Day stuff into both of them. I think it matters. It's right in the middle of the Golden Week stuff, right? So let me know what you guys think. Again, repeating the same thing over and over and over, I do truly believe that the movie delay hurt this celebration. I think this celebration, and I think the current celebration not Global, JP's going to move into, are hurt by this. I don't think Global's current celebration is going to be hurt by the movie delay, because I think it was going to be Ginyu no matter what, I think, right now on Global, right? But I think the current JP celebration is probably going to be, just end up being a bit lackluster overall. So let me know what you guys think of Golden Week and all this stuff. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.